everyone. My name is Alexis Lambert, and this is Food, Faith, and Fortunes. I'm going to tell you a story. This story is called Don't Choose the Bus. And I'm actually going to read you a story. So it's a short story, it's not horribly long, but there is a moral to the story. Okay. All right. During my daughter's kindergarten through eighth grade years, this is a true story. So if she watches this video, she'll probably get embarrassed. During my daughter's kindergarten through eighth grade years, I or my husband drove her to school and picked her up every day. I did not mind. I was happy to spend the time with her. I also knew about some of the bad things that go on during school bus rides and the undesirable influence on school buses. So, in the mornings and in the afternoons, I was able to talk with her and laugh with her and joke with her. And and in the early years, sometimes I was able to sing with her. When she was old enough to ride in the front seat, she would actually even hold my hand sometimes. As she grew, we would listen to praise and worship music before school so she could get some positivity down into her before going into an atmosphere of bullies and peer pressure. We would also listen to some news and current events and talk about how it relates to what God tells us in His Word. When she hit middle school, I could see her start pulling away from me and start looking out the window, distracted by this and distracted by that. And soon she no longer wanted to listen to the Christian praise and worship music. The news and the current events happening in the world seemed to irritate her and didn't make her feel good. She no longer held my hand, and eventually she left my car. When high school came, she announced she wanted to ride the bus to and from school. I assured her I had no problem providing her way to school, but she insisted. I told her the bus may prove to be an undesirable and harsh path. She insisted. I begged her to please let me continue to provide the way for her that was already there. But she insisted on making her own way because she didn't want to hear her parents' news warnings and gospel music. I let her know what her decision was going to look like. If you choose this, you will walk in it. If it's hot, you're going to be hot. If it's cold, you're going to be cold. If it's raining, you're going to be wet. If you mess up and oversleep, you don't make it to school. She didn't like the sound of it, but thought she was good enough not to mess up. Well, she messed up. She messed up and missed the bus one day. She asked if I would take her to school, and I said no. I actually thought she was going to try her luck and call Child Protective Services on me, um, but I didn't take her to school. I made a way for her, and she refused it. She decided her way was better and she could get to school on her own, but it wasn't enough. God has made a way for us to make it to heaven, but some of us feel like we don't need to accept the ride He's offering. We want to make our own way, but our own way is full of human error and mistakes. His way is perfect. Jesus is still driving the car. Are you looking out the window distracted? Or are you holding his hand, watching the world events around you through the lens of scripture and singing praise music to him? My daughter did not make it to school that day because she thought she knew better than her parent. She refused her parents' provision and tried to go her own way, and she ran into human error. We will not make it to heaven if we think we know better than our Father, refuse his perfect provision, and try to get there on our own good merit because we have human nature, human error, sin. Jesus is the way. Um, so that was an analogy that God brought to me a few days ago, and I'm not sure if I'm not sure that I've ever told you this, the way these videos come out. God um, um, gives me a a word bomb, of something that is like an aha moment, or a something I'm supposed to speak about, or I mean, kind of like this, or the communion thing, or the bride of Christ, and then I I write it out. However, he leads me to write it out, and then I wait for the moment that I feel like he tells me to put it out there into the YouTube world, or to make a video about it. Um, so this was the day I was supposed to put this out there. So that's how the videos end up coming out. So I was just letting you know that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And again, like always, questions, comments, anything like that, put them down below, and I appreciate you.